welcome back to the Home Stretch. I'm Nina Soden, your North Alabama Realtor, Associate Broker, and Team Leader of the Soden team at Legend Realty.
And I'm Kat Frisby, your favorite mortgage loan officer with Victorian Finance.
This is the show where we help you get to the home stretch of your real estate journey. Whether you're buying, selling, or just curious about how to make smart moves in this market.
And today we're diving into something that can save sellers a ton of confusion and maybe even some heartache later on, the pre-listing mortgage payoff check.
Yes. And if you're thinking of selling your home, this is one of those behind-the-scenes steps that can make your transaction smoother and prevent surprises at the closing table.
Exactly, because let's be honest, the last thing you want when selling your home is to find out your actual mortgage payoff is higher than you thought after you've already accepted an offer.
Okay, Kat, let's start at the top. What exactly is pre-listing mortgage payoff check?
It's simply when a seller, before listing their home, contacts their mortgage company to request an official payoff statement. That statement shows exactly how much you still owe on your mortgage as of a specific date. It includes principal, interest, and sometimes fees or escrow adjustments.
So basically, it's the real number you'll have to pay to completely satisfy your loan when you sell your house.
Exactly. And here's why that matters. Your mortgage balance and your payoff are not always the same number.
Ooh. That's such an important distinction. I can't tell you how many times sellers think they owe around a certain amount, only to find out that the payoff is a few $1,000s higher once we get to the closing table.
Right, and those few $1,000s can make a big difference in your bottom line.
So let's talk about why it's smart to do this before you list your home.
There's a big few reasons. Accuracy. You'll know exactly what you owe, which helps your agent, like Nina, estimate your net proceeds accurately. No surprises. You'll catch issues like a second mortgage, home equity line, or deferred fees early on. Planning ahead. You can make decisions about pricing or repairs knowing your true payoff. Timing. If your closing date changes, you'll already have the process down and can request an updated payoff quickly.
That's such a good point, because when I'm helping sellers plan their move, that payoff number helps us calculate exactly how much they'll walk away with after closing.
Exactly. It's part of the financial roadmap of selling, and it's so much better to get that information before you're under contract instead of scrambling at the last minute.
Okay, so if I'm a seller and I want to do this, how do I actually get a payoff statement?
It's super easy. You just call your mortgage servicer, the company you make your payment to, and request a payoff quote. They ask for your name, loan number, and the date you want the payoff go through. Most lenders can email or fax it within a day or two.
And this is totally normal, right? I mean, you're not triggering any penalties or anything by asking for it?
No, completely normal. You're not committing to paying it off yet. You're just getting the information. It's like checking your balance before making a big move.
Perfect. And that's something I actually recommend to all of my sellers. The sooner we know that number, the more confident we can price and plan.
Now let's talk about some real-world examples, because this is where things get interesting.
Yes, I have definitely had sellers surprised by their payoff before. What are some things that you have seen?
So a few common ones: deferred interest on certain loan types, second liens or old HELOCs, home equity lines of credits that they forgot about, property tax escrow adjustments. If your taxes went up, it can affect the balance, or sometimes prepayment penalty, especially on older loans.
Oh, and I've had one where an old line of credit was technically still open, even though it had a zero balance, and that delayed closing until it was officially released.
Yes, these are all things that can be handled easily if you know about them early. That's why a pre-listing payoff check can save so much stress.
So once a seller has that payoff number, what's next?
That's where you come in, Nina.
Right, because that number helps me put together a net sheet showing the estimated proceeds from the sale. We'll take your likely sale price, subtract the payoff, the closing costs, and any potential concessions, and that gives you a really clear picture of what you'll net from the sale.
It's basically your profit preview, and having that clarity up front, sellers make smart choices like whether to use that money for their next down payment, paying off debt, or saving for moving costs.
Exactly. It's all about removing surprises and replacing them with confidence.
So here's the bottom line. Do a pre-listing mortgage payoff check is quick, easy step that can save sellers from big headaches later on.
Absolutely. It's like checking your map before you start your road trip. You want to know where you're going, how long it'll take, and what you'll have left when you get there.
Love that analogy.
Thank you. I'm full of them. All right. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to the home stretch today.
If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave us a review. It really helps more buyers and sellers find our show.
And if you have a real estate question you'd like us to tackle in the future episodes, don't forget to drop it in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.
I'm Kat Frisby, the tattoo lender with Victorian Finance.
And I'm Nina Soden, the team leader of the Soden team at Legend Realty. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time on The Home Stretch.